Hey guys, it's Steve again. It's March. Sorry, I'm just gonna kind of hold it like this. I see a lot of people doing walking videos, so I figure I'd do one. Won't be the most appealing, but I was debating on just waiting for a month or should I do a 3-week one? Because I just passed the 3-week mark since post-op, February 16th, and I'm out on my walk now, so I just feel better when I walk. I felt that way sitting in the PACU unit when basically I was fine, but I felt like I needed to move. So week 3 was probably my hardest week. And you would think you would be getting better. Maybe it's because of the 3 levels I had, S1, L5, and L4. But I did feel right away after surgery this tingle underneath the ball of my foot, and also on the top of my foot and on my calf. Now, I believe that's what they're saying is the nerve, because my nerve was compressed for so long, or he said it was flattened. Maybe it's because of that, that all the signals and everything has to fire back through it and try to rejuvenate and get going again. But that pain has been probably at times more intense than some of the pain I had prior, but in a different way. This seems to be very sharp, very sensitive, like if I had on a ice boot and on the inside was fire, but yet you can't touch it because it's so sensitive, like rubbing it up against the sheath or anything. And I never had that type of sensation with any of the nerve stuff. And then at night, which is when it's at its worst, the ache is just nonstop. I mean, it throbs, such a dull, restless leg ache that very difficult to get comfortable. I don't know if it's part of the meds as I've been weaning off. Is it something to do with withdrawals? But I haven't really been taking the Percocet or the strong opioids fully for a while. So I don't know if it's that, or is it activating something from the past? I don't know. But it made for this week 3 being one of the most uncomfortable weeks. But again, and also I had kind of mixed signals, and I hate to say this, but I really haven't had much information on what I should and shouldn't be doing by any of the team, the medical team. And I will talk to the assistant I see on this Monday coming up on March 16th. It's my 4-week checkup, which I want to review all this with them. But I was kind of told not to move much because of the level of fusion I had. Like only go to like the mailbox and back, and just a little bit around the house. And that was coming from, the secretary that was I'm supposed to reach out to. And I kept saying I'm not walking far, and I see many videos of everybody else doing so much more walking, but I just feel better when I walk. For instance, this walk right now, my left foot felt like I had a ball underneath the pad of it. And now that I'm moving, it's working itself out. So midweek, I decided I was going to start walking again. And the flip side to that is I've actually walked the most this week. My back feels still great. This walk right now, I'm 4 minutes in? I would be bent over several times just trying to catch my breath because it felt like I would fall down. It was so unstable all the time, each step. I don't feel any of that in my back right now. So I'm very, very grateful and thankful for the surgery part as far as that's concerned. I do feel some hip tightness in the right side. I felt that after surgery as well. But again, that's starting to, it works itself out or gets better. That feels like it's muscle, They did realign my spine and, leveled out the left leg being shorter than the right, and you know, all that. So, you know, some of that muscle stuff is to be expected. But I just felt better walking. So the positive side of it is I've done about 3/4 of a mile now. I've been tracking the loops that I did, which is like 0.35. That's kind of been the distance. And that walk I've taken off about 3.5 minutes in about 17. I was at a 48 mile per hour pace, and I'm now down to 29 mile per hour pace. That's because we used to run all the time and do all the races. So looking at the pacing and everything is kind of like, you know, the 5K coming up. I'm not doing it, but my wife is, and we're usually around like a 10 to 12 mile per hour pace for that. So it's just a gauge. Doesn't matter for this though. But it just shows my same walks. I'm not doing it with a cane, 2 hands. And it just shows the improvement, the confidence in what I am doing. So the pro of that is my back feels great, holding up strong. I am stronger. I'm doing a bit more, a little tiny bit more housework stuff. And I guess I just need to be more confident, because with limitations, the more I do, the better I feel. And it just seems like I'm not sure on what I should be doing. And reaching out, talking to this particular aid just doesn't seem to have the right vibe for me. It always seems like I'm kind of in the way, or there's more that needs to go on. So pros and cons, here I am. This is the newest loop, which is 0.65 miles. But you know what? I'm gonna go on and connect it today just because I feel great. So the little loop was 0.35. It's hard to tell. So anyway, all the way down there, and then there's a loop that goes around. So I'm gonna put them together because I just feel good to be out here walking. I'm watching my limits, cruising. That's just where I feel. So, all right, I don't know what to call this. I'm just making it while I'm on the walk. But week 3 was probably the worst feeling week, but also the strongest week. So hopefully I'll get some answers. I'm pretty sure it's just more time with the level of fusion I had. That'll work itself out. My foot feels fine right now. And we just keep pressing on, but being cautious still of the bending, twisting, all that. All right, guys, so that's what I got for now on a walk. 22 days in on the 3rd, going into the 4th week. Get out there, guys, and move, especially if you have the capability of moving. So don't take it for granted. All right, catch you on the next one.